Grandpa used to say, when the system shuts off, the body doesn't stop needing care. It starts testing how much you've learned. And that's what grid down immunity is about. The moment when you realize survival isn't just about food or water, it's about keeping your body strong enough to keep fighting. Because when medicine runs out, your knowledge becomes your doctor. When shelves are empty and prescriptions are gone, you've got two choices: panic or prepare. Most people will line up and wait for help. But the true preppers, the ones who already studied the old ways, they'll walk into the yard, the woods, or the garden and pick their medicine by hand. That's not luck. That's legacy. Because nature didn't disappear when the grid did. It just stopped being noticed. There are 3 rules for staying healthy without access to modern systems. Rule 1. Stay clean internally. A toxic body collapses faster than an empty stomach. Your liver, lungs, and gut are your true survival filters. Guard them. Rule 2. Preserve your herbs, not just your food. Drying, infusing, and storing herbs keeps your pharmacy alive all year long. Rule 3. Fire plus water plus herb equals immunity. If you can boil water and identify herbs, you can build medicine anywhere. Grandpa called it the holy trinity of survival health. When the pharmacy fails, these herbs become priceless. Mullein, the lung defender, clears congestion, heals smoke or dust exposure, and keeps airways open. Grows wild across most of North America. Thyme, the infection fighter, kills germs in food, water, and air. Can be steeped as tea, burned as incense, or used to wash wounds. Garlic, the universal shield. Antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. It's survival medicine in a bulb. Yarrow, the blood regulator. Stops bleeding externally and helps circulation internally. Plantain leaf, the skin healer. For cuts, bites, or rashes, crush it and apply directly. Dandelion, the detoxifier. Supports liver, digestion, and immune strength when your diet gets limited. If you can identify just these 6, you can keep your family alive through almost any collapse. When there's no refrigeration, these are your long-term health supplies: dried garlic and onion, immune support, cooking base, cinnamon and clove powder, antimicrobial and warming, turmeric plus black pepper for pain and inflammation, thyme and rosemary for lungs and memory, raw honey, natural antibiotic and preservative, apple cider vinegar, digestive cleanser, wound cleaner, and base for tinctures. Each of these lasts years if kept dry, sealed, and cool, and every one doubles as medicine and food. That's how you turn your pantry into a pharmacy. You don't need machines to make medicine, just fire, jars, and patience. Garlic honey. Crush fresh garlic. Cover in honey. Let sit 7 days. 1 spoon daily keeps infection away. Fire vinegar. Apple cider vinegar plus garlic plus onion plus ginger plus thyme plus cayenne. Shake daily for 2 weeks, strain, and use a tablespoon daily or in water. Lung tea mix. Equal parts mullein, thyme, and ginger. Dry and jar it. Add boiling water when needed for colds, dust exposure, or weakness. These recipes work anywhere: kitchen, campsite, or cave. Even the strongest herbs can't save you if your water's poisoned. Off-grid, water becomes medicine or disease. There's no middle ground. Purify by boiling, minimum 5 minutes rolling boil. Additions if needed: a pinch of thyme or charcoal powder to kill pathogens. Let cool covered to prevent recontamination. Grandpa used to say, water is the blood of the land. Treat it like your own. When air quality drops, from fires, dust, or cold, lungs go first. That's why Grandpa kept a lung kit. Kit includes mullein, thyme, honey, onion, lemon. You can turn that into tea, syrup, or steam, whatever the situation allows. He called it air armor. Without a doctor, small wounds can turn fatal. So know this: plantain leaf stops itching, swelling, and infection. Yarrow powder stops bleeding fast, even deep cuts. Honey closes and sterilizes wounds naturally. Salt water or vinegar cleanses bacteria without antibiotics. If you can't stitch, you can still save a limb with discipline and cleanliness. Grandpa always said, a weak spirit makes the body forget how to fight. That's why mental resilience is part of immunity. When the grid's down and fear spreads, the real sickness begins: panic. To stop it, breathe herbs like rosemary or pine to calm nerves. Keep routine, even small ones like tea at sunrise. Pray, meditate, or reflect daily. Mental stability is a survival tool, not a luxury. When money fails, herbs become currency. People will trade food, tools, and labor for something that keeps them alive. That's why Grandpa said, learn herbs like you'd learn math, because one day they'll be worth more than gold. A jar of honey garlic or a handful of mullein can save lives. That's priceless in a world without hospitals. If you can grow, dry, and store herbs, you'll never truly be broke. Survival health isn't about living forever. It's about living strong as long as you're here. Your body is your last defense. Your herbs are your tools. Your mind is the command center. Grid Down Immunity isn't just about plants. It's about presence. Awareness of what heals you, what harms you, and how to balance both. So when the lights go out and the shelves go bare, you won't panic. You'll prepare your tea, light your fire, and keep your family alive, just like they did before electricity ever existed. Because that's not the end of the world. It's the return to the old one. When the medicine runs out, when the world forgets the pharmacy of the earth, remember this. You still have the tools. You still have the fire. You still have the knowledge. And knowledge is the only medicine that never expires.